But I think there are some people who.
All right, Buttons in the 3 seat.
Yep.
510. Okay.
And we are back streaming the home game.
Chris and T.
I have a tiny bit, Tom.
Chris Newtok and T in the booth.
I'm interested.
Oh, yeah.
Actually.
No real bloodshed so far. Tommy with pocket tens. Good hand. On the button, too.
Ooh, 10s versus 5s. I want to see just a 10-5 2 flop.
Let Arthur get stacked for 1.5 grand immediately. I played with Arthur a lot, actually. Very good player. Tommy knows that Arthur's a good player. And I know that Tommy knows that Arthur 3-bets very wide. So I would pretty much expect a mandatory 4-bet here. I'm pretty much expecting a 4-bet. Yep. Arthur
And
is...
now he's got way too good of a price to try and set mine here.
I know, and I think that... Oh, Arthur folds. Yep, I know that Tommy knows that Arthur 3-bets pretty wide from the blinds. I think Arthur has seen too many GTO charts in terms of just, like, a small blind and big blind or the mandatory 3-bets. I think some flats are okay there, especially from, like pocket 5s in the big blind and set mine.
You just sit there, you know.
Yeah, especially when you're 150 bigs deep.
Right. I mean, I just think that Tommy knows that Arthur 3-bets too much.
Not in yet, like you watch the thing.
I mean, right there, started the game.
Yeah.
I call, I set
I
mine.
fully roll. Every time the stock dips, I buy one.
Huh.
So, one day.
If you brick, you fold. If you hit,
Mm-hmm.
you're genius.
One raises 30, 2, 3 fold, 4 fold, 5 fold.
Are we on a delay?
Yeah, they won't hear us for 15 minutes.
Good dad's nice.
Here's start. One bet's 25. Six calls.
Hey guys, I'm Rich.
I'm not watching football.
It is
think
weird.
Scott's going anywhere. Who's
Check
Scott?
that cable right next to you.
Oh, the guy left.
So,
left
so what blinds are they actually playing?
510. I think it's just straight up 510, yeah.
510 with a
No bring in.
with a 20 straddle.
Yeah, I think so.
that.
What was the turn card? 2 of hearts?
2 hard.
These kind of things pretty extremely underrated or Michigan State extremely.
Zach, betting,
Oh, yeah, sure. And Michigan State is like,
Scott not folding.
so, like, I don't know how they can move.
Yeah, what's the river?
6 check, queen hearts, check again.
But maybe that's why they think it's gonna be close, I guess. I don't know.
King and hearts.
Scott will take it down with King 8.
I don't know.
Surprised he didn't go for some thin value there.
I don't think so, no. Too early? Yeah, a little too early, I thought.
Although the Badgers play 232.
So I take it this game is uncapped blind.
And Rich, 850?
Man, I don't know if it's just the internet and social media.
Because the Sultan has,
4K, yeah.
yeah, 4K.
But it seems like they are losing it.
Unless there was like a hand that we missed.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
I assume this is the right
Yeah, I think you just said it.
I don't get to bet Monarch.
I know you meant. I mean, yeah, I think there were,
Which is cool if you're trying to get into like a 4K pot with somebody.
Yeah.
I honestly think that it's really blown into proportion. You think?
But I'd really, like personally, I don't feel any need to sit with like 400 big blinds.
Was that not like this good conversation?
No, I just like everything I read on the internet about Epic makes it seem they're losing their minds over it.
Because like, when you're 400 big blinds deep, like you're trying to essentially just like cooler another giant deep stack, or you get coolered.
Or you're just using your massive stack to try and bully.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's see if he let's see if he does that, because some people just like sit there and like just knit it up.
As a whole, I think the company is.
But we'll
I got 4K in front of me. And sometimes you said cooler, I said
Audio leak of Carl.
use it as a tool for aggression. Some people just like the status, like
I guess
like
so.
like dropping your nuts on the table,
Right,
like
right.
boom.
I pretty much only do like 150 bigs usually in live. 150 bigs to 200 depending on the game.
That's right.
I'm the big D in the locker room.
9, 10, fold.
Oh
So we
dang,
got Zach with Ace King.
he's bumping it up.
3 fold.
Nice.
Twitch, I
Dirty.
need cards.
Like it.
4 folds. 5 folds.
Arthur's not going anywhere. Oh wow, Arthur just folding Queen Jack offsuit in the on the cutoff. Okay,
It's got
Calls. Heads up.
why does he? So Rich
so
is
if
the
it's-
3 of
if-
diamonds.
Yep, he's got the 3 diamonds.
I think Rich might be Ricky, honestly.
Same link from yesterday.
I'm a little confused by like why Arthur just folds Queen Jack offsuit. I think it's worth like a continuing to a 3 big blind raise, especially when you're in position.
Yeah, the link is on
Nah, and he would have flopped top pair here.
Table on Twitch and Facebook.
So if I click
Yep.
on exact same link I clicked on yesterday to watch it.
No, that'll bring you yesterday's video. But go to the same page. I don't know what link you clicked on.
But I mean, depending
What,
on how Zach plays, I mean, his opening range under the gun could be super
Go
tight.
to that page and you can find it. It
I
won't be
don't
there
know.
for.
He's never opening with jacks or less.
Right. I'm never folding Queen Jack offsuit though to a single raise.
Oh,
Flops well.
7 bets. 300.
Oh, here we go. I'm sorry.
Just
Dying.
flops. I don't know.
I
Too
can
much
put
diet.
this after this hand. Go
Diet
ahead and put it on
in the
the
booth.
I was wondering
Brisket
why
gave you
it wasn't
COVID.
7 bets.
I just
T's gonna have to give me mouth to mouth.
And that's why you were saying
doing
8.
that. Oh my God, look at that.
Alright,
Rich,
Rich.
Ricky just blasted with 3 high and got our Zach.
3 high, like a boss.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach, can you Rich
If I was dying, you'd give me mouth to mouth.
If it was like desperation times. I would Heimlich you first.
You'd Heimlich me first?
Heimlich.
Oh, okay.
Things are getting weird.
Immediately find
Well, it is 1 p.m. on a Saturday, so.
Too weird. Too weird. Oh my gosh. We got some hands. If Tommy bets, how much you want to bet Arthur 3 bets here? I bet Arthur
I don't know
He
Arthur,
does.
so.
He loves the 3 bet. But this is the right play.
I'm actually okay with it.
Get King Jack out of there.
Oh, Scott's gonna call it
Is he?
all day.
Should.
He's gonna set. Yep.
First time I
But when you cold call those 3 bets, I usually like cap people's ranges to like those middling pocket pairs really.
Yeah.
I mean, it was at one of your games.
One Chicago? Like Hammond?
No. I don't think I've never played it with you.
7s, 8s, 9s, 10s.
7, 8s, 9s, 10s,
We might have played
6s sometimes.
and like we just didn't
Tommy's doing it too. He's getting a great price to set mine.
Let's see a Queen 8-4 flop.
That'd be very brutal for Tom and Arthur. I don't know what the
But
flop
but
is.
it's good for the stream though.
with you was at one of your games.
I don't know what the turn of the flop is.
Get that.
Oh, there it is.
Here we go.
6-6 Jack. Scott ahead.
The 1-3 ticket.
Kind of a good continue by Scott, honestly. Good board for Scott to continue. Like if he's folding this, then he's folding everything.
Yeah. No, I would just call with the 8s there.
Call, evaluate like a turn. Yeah, good call by Scott. Good call by Scott. I think Tom is not like, yep, good fold by Tom.
Where
Tom
you go?
knows that when Scott's cold calling, oh,
Oh,
that's not good.
oh, there was Tommy.
Jesus Louise.
He's just thinking right now. He's
Oh. He's like shit.
you can see he's just dropping his chips right now.
Well, this
like,
is the
that
power
was-
of the power of the C-bet. This is why you should always C-bet by Arthur. Now Arthur has a really, if he keeps blasting, he has a pretty high likelihood of winning the pot. I'm not sure if Scott's going anywhere here even. This is just kind of like a close spot for Scott. I'll lean towards a call here.
Well, Arthur comes out with basically 80% pot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big bet right there.
Yep. He has all the aces, kings, queens. Blocking aces and queens.
Yeah,
Big-
and he's
good
just
bet.
got to take it down.
Good bet.
I'm really curious.
And Tommy's sitting back in his seat now, like, oh, why did I not just call?
Right.
Why did I not call $80 for 400?
I mean, I would fold too, to be honest.
I would too.
when Scott calls. If Scott didn't call, then I'd call. I would do the opposite of whatever Scott did.
That's a good read.
I played with Zach a few times. Looks like the Unabomber today.
Well, maybe not for me.
Well, I
I
wouldn't
don't
go
understand
that,
the sunglasses.
I wouldn't go that far. I can't wear sunglasses with a mask. They get all fogged up.
Well, I just don't like it when dudes wear sunglasses at the poker table. Like, what are you trying to be?
I always wear sunglasses.
You do?
Yes.
Wow.
You know why?
I don't like it.
You know why?
Why?
It's not because I'm trying to look cool.
I think people just try to look cool when they do it.
It's because if I sit under incandescent light for so long, it gives me a headache.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Aces for Tony.
Versus King Deuce and King 3.
Oh,
there
my
we go.
God. This
See
is
you later.
going to be brutal.
See you later. See you later, Rich. It was
Ricky.
nice knowing you.
It's Ricky. Ricky is. He's not gonna fold. Tony's
No, Ricky's got King 3.
No. Oh, who's Rich? Oh, Rich. Is Rich playing today?
It's got to be Rich, and he just called 75.
Wow. Surprise no relay.
No, he's.
Wow, raised the 380 by Ricky. Tony's just loving life right now.
Tony has no idea what to do right now. You just call 100% of the time.
He's pretty much nutted on this board. But
You
you know what
lose- you
would be
lose into
surprising?
quads,
You know, be
that's it.
surprising if Rich back raises here. Imagine if Rich. I think Tony should just flat and let Rich back raise here.
Yep.
Because I bet Rich would be super.
But
tempted.
it doesn't matter with top boat. You just call on the turn.
What's he doing?
There
Nice.
you go.
Great,
There
great
you
flat.
go.
Great
You're-
flat. Great flat.
You're in position against
'Cause
the
he's-
aggressor.
I mean, Tony's just so nutted on this board. He
Yeah.
wants everybody in the pot. And with the club draw coming in, I think Ricky's just blasting this because he knows he's trying for that 4, try to get that inside straight draw, which is obviously no good.
It's gonna be interesting to see what Rich does here.
I mean,
is he just gonna blast it in right here?
all
Yeah,
in,
all in.
in. Oh
All in.
my gosh, Lord Jesus Christ!
This is a big pot.
Tony's loving life.
Ricky's
Ricky's
like, what
pretty
did I
much
do?
Folding. Ricky's folding. Fold Ricky.
Yeah.
Do not. Do not. Don't do it. He's gonna do it and get snapped. Do not do it, Ricky. He is thinking about calling for his gutter.
And Tony's gonna say, "Oh,
Snap.
oh, I won a $2,100 pot.
just need to have this one.
What did you guys do today?
Could be the case deuce.
Could be the
He's the
case
face to
too.
case
I don't.
deuce.
Yeah, I don't know if.
Ricky called.
No, Ricky folded.
Ricky fold. 10 fold.
Tony calls.
Five calls.
Alright.
As long as you're not lying to me about
Running it twice here.
Well, I mean,
I'm trying to
yeah.
stifle a smile out of the corner of my eye.
Oh my God! He hits the queen. Jesus Christ on a
He hits
hockey!
the
I told
case.
you the. Oh my goodness!
I guess
He just
I
beats
guess
the deuce.
I guess-
Holy Christ! What a beat.
I guess Tony should have said, let's
Once.
just do it once.
I mean, Tony does like to run it twice, though. Wow.
Oh, that is.
That is so gross.
Tony had aces. And
Holy
Rich had
fuck.
king deuce.
On ace, deuce, deuce, X.
On the second.
That is.
I ran it twice.
That
Oh my freaking God.
kind of makes me want to puke up my
Tony is.
my lunch.
Tony is pissed.
See in the future?
What did Ricky have? That's the real question. I just straight.
Oh my God.
Ricky lies.
Ricky says I had to straight.
Ricky lies. I had straight.
I had to straight.
No, Ricky, you had king high.
I'm sorry.
Get the straight.
It was good story.
I
Yeah. Oh, dude, no, bro, straight
If he
all
had
day
the
long.
straight, he's getting stacked too. He's
Yeah.
getting-
Maybe slide a little bit to your right so we
Little did you know they're both slow playing monsters.
Which was a really bad spot.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, I waited for fireworks like that all night long last night, and you know we rarely had any. Just right off the bat.
I know. Here you go. I mean, I think the quality of player here is a lot better than last night.
Yeah.
Another reason why I'm not playing today.
Can't ask me to
I would play in this game.
Right down to the tip.
Do you play 5
Next
tanks?
time we gotta have him drop
The largest I've ever played was 25, or, yeah, 2550.
Wow, you play 2550? That's
No,
huge stakes.
no, that was back in the internet days.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've never done that.
It was back in the internet days.
Oh my gosh. So this is a really interesting flop. Super dynamic.
Pocket deuces.
Rich with the
heart
with
draw,
the front door hearts, binks the jack, but now Sultan picks up the combo. Sultan going nowhere. Honestly, Rich might, if Rich bets, Sultan could consider a re-raise here. Try to represent a queen.
What's going to happen when the ten of spades rolls on the river?
Rich folds. Rich
I don't-
folds to Sultan's aggression.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. I mean, he does the kind of a... Yep, good move by Sultan. Exactly what I would do. Trying to get him off that
mean-
second pair.
It,
Oh, good call.
Did you see some of the hands that we had last night?
Oh, in terms of people just refusing to fold?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean... yeah. Sultan should... Considering barreling again. Time to use that big stack, I think. Good barrel. Yep, right about... That's right about where I would put it at. $500. Because to be honest, you're not trying to fold the queen here. You're trying to fold the jack. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Never trying to fold it, and it really doesn't look like Rich has a queen.
a lot of draws missed.
Yeah, a lot of draws missed. But Rich probably.
Well,
seeing
especially
that.
with Rich betting 75 on the flop and then only
Mhm.
75 again on the turn.
Mhm.
It's basically screaming, I have a draw.
Yep.
And I'm trying to get there for cheap. He's trying to set his own price.
Yeah. And the issue with yeah, I mean, I really do like this bet from Sultan. You need to at least stab at it, try to get him off second pair. I mean, if he calls, you just sticky with it.
Yep. And ace high is never good here, so
Ace side's never good. Rich is pretty sticky though. I played with him last night. He had a great bluff. My first hand I sat down.
yeah,
Yeah. He bluffed me off of it. Well, he had the best hand.
Oh, I saw that, and you had ace 10.
Because I bluffed twice. I barreled twice.
Yeah.
I barreled like I almost potted it on the turn. Continues, but because he hit 7, and then he bombs the river. I'm like, okay, I
Yeah,
snap
he
fold.
floated you with 9,
7.
7,
Yeah, yeah.
9 high.
Yeah, that was my first hand. But then I got him good on another one where I had pocket jacks on like a ace 7, 6, 5.
I mean, it was literally, what was it, like a jack 4-4 flop, and he floated you with 9.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to represent a jack here, and then he just bombs it on me on the river. I'm like, okay, I guess I snap folded it.
Oh no, it was jack 5-5.
Yeah, something jack
It's like,
5-5.
and you know he
Yeah.
never has a 5 there.
Rarely has a jack, or I have ace jack. I have all the ace jack, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
ace jack, and he
and
just
I'm like, okay, float with 9 high. Oh,
binks it. Well,
and then he just turns a 7.
I know, and then I damn near potted the turn. I potted the
He
turn.
turned second pair, and it's the nuts.
It's alright. I mean, I had a lot better spots against Rich later in the night off stream, so that helped. Nice. Wow. Fold by Rich. Big fold. Good bet by Sultan. I really like that bet. Good bet. Surprised Rich didn't just call it there. He,
I mean,
Surprised Rich
yeah,
didn't call it.
Sultan's hand is what. Once he check calls flop and then check raises turn, I mean, he's representing maybe the case jack, king 10 of spades, ace 10 of spades, ace king of spades.
It really doesn't look like he has a queen there actually when he checks the flop
No.
like that. because he needs to bet to protect against the hard draw. Unless he,
I
I mean,
unless he
Has
specifically
queens.
has king, queen of hearts, ace, queen of hearts,
queens maybe.
Yeah,
Even with queens, I would bet honestly.
yeah, because
Bet
it's
small. Yeah.
you don't want to let a free draw just get
No,
there.
no free cards.
No, if it was queen 7-6 rainbow,
Yeah. Check.
you can always check it there.
When you have. Okay, Tyler. Who the hell are these people? I love that Ricky plays. I was talking to Ricky. This guy plays, likes every single hand.
He ran pretty check.
Oh, Zach with a good flop.
Yeah, Rich.
I think 60 something.
Were you in here when Rich called with, like a raise with 6 deuce offsuit?
Is there?
It might have even been a 3-bet.
Kevin
I don't remember.
Oh, maybe that was.
I had a big pot. I had a big 4-way. I bumped to 100 with jacks last night, and Rich called.
Did you take it down?
No, we were 4 ways. Flop came 4-4 ace ace. No, 4-4 ace. I check on the button. It checks around.
Yeah, so
Ace rolls off in the turn, so now the board's 4-4 ace ace. I have jacks. Checks around again, and then on the river is an ace. So now I have aces full jacks, and then I put 200 into a pot of like 400, and everyone folds.
Let's see what Ricky does. Let's see what type of creativity he has.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Zach is just gonna call this. I'm
Yeah.
almost positive. 90% sure. What a great price to call. Just call, get it over with.
every tournament I've ever played, I've been card dead. Literally every single one. I'm not playing that many.
Definitely feels that way.
Just call and get it over with.
So you want a free roll the other day. That's what it is. It's like 800 entry free roll.
Any?
That was so funny.
He called it. Nice.
Tommy mentioning my 800 person free roll I won. Proudest moment of my poker career. 350 bucks.
Oh, I thought you won like 35.
No, I won
Alright,
350.
hey guys, we have to pause for just a second so I can get chip counts again.
Focus on the cards, dude.
I want to hear the commentary.
Hey, what did he have on that hand? He did bet 500.
Can't say.
Dude, come here now.
Can't say.
Yeah.
I got some money for you. Come here.
Yeah,
I noticed, but we were having.
They gotta text me that they're telling me one.
Rick, 500 black.
Alright, sorry guys. Alright.
That flop
so
rolled off.
start
I'm
with-
like, oh shit.
What's your name?
Zach. You flop?
I love this. Oh shit.
Hey guys, everybody be quiet for a minute so I can do this, please. Zach, how many chips you have?
1528.
15, 28.
I
C2.
like the Sultan 4273.
Well, you got a lot of TV time because it was just your game.
Yeah.
How much was it? 1532?
Grab me that last one. 4273.
4273. I was way up. Alright, C3 name?
Tommy.
Chips?
1610.
1610?
Yep.
I'm C4.
Arthur 1671.
You ever play it before?
1671. C5.
Tony.
Now it's 9 hours away.
You not playing today? You working today?
1181.
1389.
1189. C6.
Yo, look favorably on me.
Damn, Rich.
We were 7.
Oh, we're back to
I was like, he was like,
Chris was rich. I can't hear you. We're already talking. 770. Alright, C9.
I was like,
What was his name? Tyler?
Oh, you guys can get it pulled off for a sec.
4-6 something.
5.
4-6 thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And Richard.
1405.
Right here.
What's up? No, I'm just trying to like,
1405.
get this.
Small blinds 5, big blinds 10. Where's the button at?
1.
Button's in the 1 seat. Small blinds in the Sultan and Tommy. Alright, go ahead. Alright.
Tommy, on the hand.
Yeah, big one.
Hey, I bet if Green was in our hand, just me and you would have been like that. Because we would have been bad in that. You know what I'm saying? Let me shake the juice.
I just don't know how you.
4 raises, 30. Five folds, 6 folds.
That's later.
He has a
8 calls.
That's true. It's a sample size thing, yeah.
10 calls. Two raises, 155. 2 folds or 3 folds. Four folds. 8.
And we are back. I think we got the camera issue taken care of.
I mix the call. 45. 3 players.
Uh-oh. Ricky not going anywhere. Rich with an inside straight draw and pocket threes. Pretty much expecting Ricky to almost check raise here. I mean, with the type of aggression that Ricky has, he's going to be check raising.
Yeah, you want to get me one, please?
Yeah, this is yours.
Hey, thank you. Green this morning? Oh, mine.
So, 8 folds.
There's football on.
10 calls. That's up.
Thanks, man.
Queen's starting to shrink up real quick.
Ricky would not be surprised if he puts the re-raise.
We're still waiting on the turn.
2 bets, 3 or 235.
Oh, turn comes.
235. 10 calls.
No worries. Oh, here's the queen of diamonds.
Rich fold.
Yes.
Okay.
Rich folded flop, yeah. All in and out.
Sultan checking, giving a wow. Ricky just goes all in. What a bluff. Ricky just goes all in. What a bluff. I like it. I like it.
905. He's all in, Ricky. Ricky's all in.
As soon as Ricky senses weakness with that river check, because Sultan should be, if he has the ace, the 9 is a great card for him. So, oh, the graphics are incorrect. We are still in the middle of the hand. I really like this river bet by Ricky, but I mean it does come with a lot of risk because Sultan definitely is representing a lot of the strong aces here, and a strong ace would be hard pressed to fold given this scenario. Sultan does have the queen of diamonds, not too big of a deal. I think he would almost prefer the king of diamonds here.
What's up, turkeys? What do you do?
We'll say
What's up, man? There's a spot right here, man. You haven't been here yet, Jackson?
He did his own little football style fog machine with the,
Oh, are you supposed to shake those before you open them?
Oh,
Yeah,
Action
I'll shake
Jackson
'em up.
here.
Why would you need to shake them?
Because you gotta get the liquor around, cuz.
They
You know
already
the
did
liquor
that.
drops.
It's not, it has
Oh,
no
you
juice
did.
involved. There's no juice in it.
Huh?
Oh.
Getting the show.
Ooh, doggy.
Is this thing mine?
That was the one bluff I thought. Yeah.
Ooh, and Ricky
A lot of value.
gets the fold through and shows the bluff. What a
How
bluff.
everybody doing? Okay. Good luck.
Here, Chris, you see that red USB in the top right corner? Top right corner? Yep. Alright. Top left.
Oh yeah. My right, your left.
Oh, what you doing? This is a different zone for you.
Yeah, it is.
Shit.
I get around.
Is it green now?
Still red.
You bet 100 on that river. I mean,
Is red still?
Let me get
I was-
Yellow?
I was hoping you checked that river. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that was like a
Action,
surprise.
action. Don't put that drink
That was a reasonable bluff. I'm surprised. I was expecting like pocket eights, no diamonds, or shit like that.
Oh, that was. I mean, that was the overall 9 and 10.
Huh?
That was the only bluff that made sense.
I know.
And then you had a ton of value hands, and I was at the bottom.
One raises for 50.
If I had an ace, I would have called.
Well, duh. I don't think I was trying to bluff you off of
Four
these.
fold.
I think I was trying to get you off like 8s or 9s. 7s.
I had queens. But
I'll find
Sultan
out.
telling the
I'll go
truth with
with
his queens.
no, I did. You'll see it on the screen. Yeah, I do. I had queens.
Really?
8 check.
Ooh, I look like a fucking hero.
Goddamn hero. See through here?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
2 bet 75.
Not sure what the
Y'all gonna
cards
get
are,
all
but
my
Zach raising to
motherfucking
50,
secrets.
Sultan with the call
God
behind.
damn. I'll play with 7-4. Jack. God damn it, I'm gonna have to.
one sec.
I think I could fold.
What's that?
What do you think, Art?
Well, leave it up to Ricky to put you in the tough spot. You know that. Tough spot, Ricky.
I actually don't think it
So
was.
they call it?
I actually don't think it was that tough. It was. I mean, it's. I don't know, pretty clear fold, but still, it's the
You get
emotions.
queens. I don't like the turn bet.
It's the emotions that give.
Unless they're in between, huh?
Even with the queen of diamond, I don't like the turn
So he can see my hands right
bet.
now?
Not right now.
I can't.
No.
I think I turned back.
Okay.
What's your name?
Eric, what's your name?
Queens,
Jackson.
Jack.
Oh.
I ain't seen you
King.
before.
Alright.
And all lower hands.
Are you in this hand, Jackson?
Yes.
Alright, hold
I
on just a
believe
second.
so.
I need to take you in here. How many chips you got?
Yeah,
400.
Yes,
Fours. Don't think we have
Alright.
cards.
Action Jack.
Alright.
Get in there.
Alright.
Get it.
6 raises to 30.
I had the queen of
7
diamonds.
Scott
fold.
raises to 30.
Turned back.
Rich to call.
You got that equity, you know?
9 calls.
Not sure what the cards are.
This is like a
Hopefully
tournament
someone has
of
something
cash
good.
that I got with this thing.
1 folds.
Ricky.
Hey, Chris, come here a second.
Please.
Oh.
I thought you were like
2,500. Oh my gosh.
2 folds, 3 folds.
That's another four.
I knew he was just counting out his chips. I did. I thought 2,500 was going to
I thought he was cut out of
I didn't think he was.
In my mind, I'd already folded.
Ricky 3 betting, Tony to call. Scott calls. Scott folds as well. Oh, Scott's still contemplating the call. Taking over a look at what Ricky's stack is. Oh, there it is. We got cards. Ricky with ace king. Real premium hand. Scott looks like he has a 3 of diamonds. Since we're not picking up his cards on the RFID.
That is what they call it.
Wow, what a call.
You trying to call?
Scott potentially pocket 3s is what I'm guessing. Oh, Scott pocket 5s. Nice. So correct call by Scott.
Ricky, what's the
No
action
pocket
right now?
pairs would be pretty hard pressed to continue.
What did 6 do?
6 call. The 175.
Alright,
8 folds.
alright,
9
excellent.
folds.
6 made a
I
goddamn
mean,
raise.
Scott is
man.
going to be pretty hard pressed to continue on almost any single flop, unless he hits the 5. Unless he sees like a pretty much low card flop. Okay, that's a very good flop for Ricky, and Scott should fold. Ricky, probably consider a check back, Rick.
10 bets, 150.
Yep. Okay, never mind. Ricky taking the aggressive route.
Called.
Scott not
Oh.
going anywhere. This might be a big hand, because since Ricky just showed off the 6-7 bluff into Sultan's queens, I think Ricky's kind of developed an image here of a bluffer, which is good for him. And I think Scott knows that Ricky does 3-bet relatively wide. Great check back by Ricky. Great check back. And Scott, I'm guessing, is going to check again, and Ricky's going to just go for a straight. Unless Scott is lured in by Ricky's check back on the turn to turn his 5s into a bluff. Nope. Good check back by Scott, and I think Ricky's going to go for probably. I'd like to see probably $300, $250 to $300.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Took the words out of my mouth.
Chris and I have been doing this for a long time. Well, okay, he just goes all in and chips. I think, yep, snap fold. Well, I mean, that's me knowing the cards, you know. Like, Ricky could be assuming that Scott's continuing with case ace, or maybe even queens would be tempted to call the all in. But 5s, I think really it's going to be a third pot bet or less. I actually don't like that all in. I don't like it very much at all.
No, he's only getting called with something that beats him.
And, well, or an ace, the case ace.
I'm gonna look like an idiot.
Yeah, I don't even think that. I don't even think. I don't think ace 10 or ace jack is even gonna call there.
I don't even.
Especially
I do
after
not-
after
yeah.
it came running hearts.
I do not like that bet.
But as soon as I did it,
Just go this hand or no?
Yeah, Ricky saying in my mind it made sense. As soon as I did it, it didn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know why he did that.
I need 6 is adding on for 1,000.
Alright.
So we got a couple 9s.
No.
So Jackson is buying in. He's a very fun player. I played with him a few times. Good sport. Great action at the table. One thing I will say about Jackson is this man does not like folding. The man in the sunglasses and the green hoodie. Folding is not in his repertoire.
One raise is 50.
He is not afraid to go
I
into
know.
battle.
I don't get a lot of compliments
Something
out
I
of
respect.
anyone. Hold on.
3 calls 50.
Hello world.
Hello world.
Oh, with 4 folds.
Did Tommy really just call with the 3 deuce?
The skinny, but it's suited. It is suited.
The skinny.
Dude, I just pulled off the biggest bluff, one of the best bluffs I ever done in my life.
Well, you good at that.
Honestly, not bad by Tommy. Tommy has, I mean, he's priced in the call. I mean, he's great implied odds with 3 deuce.
Well, if he's a folder, he's a folder.
Okay.
You're a folder or a call.
Rich far ahead of the field.
2 people in this world.
Don't think Rich will be going anywhere. Rich has a propensity for not folding either.
1 bet's 85.
Not a big folder.
Simple as that, Jack.
And he just leads out on it. 125.
Was Zach pre-flop razor? He was.
And I wasn't
Yep, with the king
What's
queen.
this, a 3-bedroom?
2.
2, wow.
6
Basement
calls.
too?
Pretty.
I
Oh, he
walk
calls.
in
Zach
around here,
floating.
you like, this is like mine.
Yeah, what have you been
Scott calling as well.
Floating with king
You
queen.
don't
man.
even know.
I think Zach pretty much to any form of aggression unless he. Oh, okay, well now he improves the queen of clubs. But I think Rich might check back here honestly, and let Zach peel a free card. He can't be feeling too good about his ace with 6 kicker multi-way. I can see him checking back here, but I would. Okay, I can
There
see
it
him
is.
checking back here. Yeah.
Their home, Jackson's yard.
Everyone check. That's actually really bad for Rich. Okay, now it's good. Actually, this is a great card for Rich because now Scott, I think, might be tempted to call. I just do not want to see Rich blast.
No.
110? Oh, that's a great bet. Great bet. I think honestly Scott would be tempted to call this at this point because the ace reduces the likelihood of him having an ace.
Of trips. Yep.
Yeah, I think Scott might be calling. Yep.
He's gonna see the bad news.
Bad news.
Bad news bears.
Good bet. Great bet by Rich. I was just about to say, like, you need a small bet.
Bro. Whether it's an ace.
Ricky says, how do you always have trips?
How does that happen?
It's easy when you play every hand. Eventually you get trips.
5 times a day.
Well, it's interesting because in live poker you don't see as many hands, so like I'm tempted to play more hands too than I would online. So I'm trying to get in there.
I would too, but it's all situational.
Yeah, I mean it'll screw you in the long run. If you're just trying to play like fucking Jack 5 offsuit and stuff. 9-7 offsuit.
We got
It's not going to be a free
6,
fight.
basically the only real hand is Jack 10.
8 fold, 9
Familiar with,
fold,
what is it called? Beijing?
10 fold.
You ain't gonna spread. You can't wash it, so you're gonna have to bang your head like a
One
pound.
raise
So
to
you're gonna have
35.
to bang your head.
I'm sorry.
I mean
missed
Jackson just got in there and he's got
$400.
the 8-5 suited, so
2 and 3 fold.
6-5 suited.
or 6-5.
He only has $400 behind
I'm
though.
gonna let Sultan.
But yeah,
I honestly hope. To be honest, look at it.
When your bomb pops
Arthur.
on out,
Okay, so
it's double board,
my
you
thoughts
gotta
on Arthur
always
is that I do respect his game, and he's clearly studied a lot of GTO charts because he's putting in 3-bets as a very high frequency. But the issue with these 3-bets is you're assuming that the 3-bet's going to fold a lot of like weaker cards that are drawing on you, but people don't fold in live. So I think he needs to lower the amount of 3-bets he does.
Whatever you pick is gonna
Especially when he's in position in like the cutoff. When he's in position, just take the cards.
people are gonna get filled.
That makes sense.
no,
That's reasonable.
on a loose
I
game
was
like
like,
that,
okay,
you
alright,
really
but
want to
goddamn.
dial back the 3-bets.
Because they're not folding, and you're gonna go multi-way. Yeah, you're gonna go multi-way.
If I win one of those,
But I mean, that one does have screw. And like, the thing is, like, if I'm ever heads up with Arthur, I've done this to a few times where he threads. I'm in like a late position, late position open. Arthur 3-bets from the blinds. I'm gonna 4-bet shove with like I have 4-bet like all my 4-bet and 4-bet range is way wider against Arthur when he 3-bets me from the blinds especially.
So you're gonna be jamming King 10 suited. And
I don't jam king, but I will jam like, for example, I played a hand with him. He had ace jack in the blinds. In one of the big blinds, I opened from the button with 10s. He 3-bets me with ace jack. I just 4-bet shove 10s for like a 4x 4-bet fold. So I think that I just know that he's 4-betting like all his suited aces, king 10 suited. Like he 3-bets a little too wide in my opinion. But I mean I respect it because it does get folds, and it does give him the range advantage. So, but if you are paying attention, I think the way to play against Arthur would be to 4-bet,
I'm a short dead guy. I want to try.
especially when you're in position. And he's
4-bet and become the
yep.
aggressor.
When he's 3-betting from the blinds, I think you should 4-bet. Is my take on it.
That's the pride of doer right there.
But then every once in a while you're gonna run into it, and then you can just fold.
Okay, I played where it's just, when they call it like Royal Hold'em or somebody that's not hurt.
Yeah, when the 5-bet comes, you can just fold. You can fold your pocket nines.
So you think Rich is gonna lead out here with a gutter? Yep.
Yep. I don't know. I can see it going either way. I mean, Arthur fold. Good hand. Good hand.
After the check behind,
Mhm.
that 7 really doesn't change anything. And you picked up a little bit of equity.
The kind of stack depth is kind of like broad here. You got everyone from Jackson with $385 to a 400 big blind stack, which is not good for Jackson. I mean, I love playing in short stacks. I don't know about you.
No, I love being the short stack.
Really?
Yes.
I'm the opposite. I need to be deep, and I play really well against the short stack.
My short stack game is pretty on point.
Yep. Some people really do like that.
Yeah, I put that red diamond in the middle.
The disadvantage for a big stack,
Yeah.
so if he's sitting $4,000 and I buy in for 4,
Yeah, 400. Yeah.
yep. So I got 40 bigs, he's got 400.
Yeah.
My range is going to be way stronger than his.
Yep.
And I have the possibility of taking all of his 4,000, and he only has a possibility of taking 400.
That's true. That makes sense. I mean, for me personally, like, I guess it does make sense because when I'm deep and I see like a short stack 3-bet, I'm like, well, I don't have good odds to call this. Like, why would I try to battle with you for $300?
But
Oh my gosh.
here we go.
I told you, Action Jackson brings the action. So, I mean, to be honest with you, this is a great time to do it. I'm guessing he's going to get folds out of everybody.
Come out with that.
385.
I like that. Honestly, I really do like this play by Jackson.
8 fold.
Because, I mean, you have 385. You have 38 bigs.
Yeah, I think
Damn near a
everybody's
tournament
gonna fold.
Damn near a tournament shove. And look at that. And then he just oh never mind. Only $85. But I would like to see that after some raises and some calls, and then Jackson just shoves over the top. That'd be a good time to do it.
So if he picks up a free $85,
Yeah.
he almost picked up 25% of his entire stack.
Oh yeah. So that I guess that does advocate for the short stack method. But I personally, when I play short stack, I tend to punt a lot because I'm just like, okay, well, I guess in a tournament this would be a jam, so I just jam. Like when I have like 20 bigs, I'm like, ace jack, I guess I jam, and then they call and then we flip, I lose.
Damn, you know what? That's a good one too. You know what? I like that.
Oh, here we go, Tommy with the
That's a
tens.
slogan.
See if anybody else is gonna wake up with a hand.
Jackson. Oh
Jackson
my
with
gosh,
king
now
jack suited.
you think he's gonna shove this? I think he's gonna shove it.
Well, if he just shoved queen nine suited.
He's shoving. I would hazard to guess a shove or some kind of big raise
So
maybe.
Scott must have the 3 of diamonds.
Yes,
There
what
he
a
goes.
beast. What a beast. I love this. I think Tommy's gonna snap.
Yeah,
I think
he's
Tommy's
gonna-
snapping.
He's getting snapped
Tommy's
off by
getting
tens.
snapped. Rich is gonna commit half his stack with 7-8 offsuit. No, Tommy.
Tommy's
Yep,
calling.
Tommy's
all
calling.
day.
Yep, he's calling. He's not folding. He's gonna think about it a little bit and then he's gonna call. Yep, good call. Scott has a 3 of diamonds. I would imagine he will be calling.
Yeah, he
Tommy can't be feeling too good about his hand. Knows that Jackson is likely live.
yeah. And me, I'll always go once.
Oh, that'll do it.
I saw your hand when I was walking over.
That'll do
We
it.
ain't gonna say it but one time.
470.
Fair flip.
I think one of the muck cards
Pull over
got
that Jackson. Jackson gonna always
put
win.
on the board.
I'm telling you.
The good thing about Jackson, though, is that his chips are always in play. So Tommy
Yep.
shouldn't feel too bad about it.
Don't go in dark alleys.
Yeah, ready?
With a bunch
If you're
of
doubling
white
somebody up, double the guy up whose chips are always in play.
Yo, I love his tips.
Is he gonna play any different with 1,000 in front of him than 400? It's gonna be the exact
You ever
same.
been in the
I
market?
think
Wait, you got
game,
act
though.
clacking all night.
Good for the
He
game.
just pulled out one to get into this one.
That's what we like in poker.
You hear what he said?
Good for the game.
No, I really actually do like Jackson. I do like his style of play. I mean, like, a lot of times, like, you don't want 5-10s to be like a nit fest, slugfest. Jackson really does prevent that, you know what I mean?
So the boogeyman is real as a motherfucker. You understand me?
That's an NSFW. Not suitable for the workplace.
No. We're not at your normal workplace. That's
I didn't know the 10s was behind King Jack suited.
Man, y'all know who Ricky is. I went to Orlando.
Or is it just because we saw the other cards?
It's because we saw the other cards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think 10s is usually a
Well, we
favorite,
seen
right?
that.
And he's
Slight favorite.
Hey,
Like a 5% favorite.
It adds a little equity with them being suited.
Oh, yeah.
He's in Orlando telling me what's popping.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a flip.
I'm like, do you live out here?
I mean, it doesn't add much. It adds about what is it, 2.2%
Something like that.
pre-flop.
Something like that.
So here we go. We got a good multi-way.
Everyone with actually decent hands. I do like 10-8 suited. I love 10-8 suited. From late position, I play it almost every time.
3 diamonds must be on the board.
3 checks?
Nope. Nope.
4-5 jack.
We all check like some losers.
Tommy not wanting to blast into a multi-way pot. Scott picking up the open ender. Tommy with second pair now.
Jackson was second pair as well.
Don't think Jack. I would have to hazard that Jackson goes nowhere. Tommy goes nowhere. And Scott goes nowhere. But I know that Tommy does not feel good with his second pair. I mean, Scott could be checking range on the flop.
Yep.
Hey, my boy, though, he put them black
Oh, wow. Jackson snap folds. What a beast.
Snap fold.
God knows.
I think that Tommy's gonna check here and evaluate what Scott does.
3 check.
Good check. Now just see if Tommy can snap off a bluff if Scott decides to try for it, which I'm guessing Scott will. He's going for chips. I'd like to see a sizing of about 250, 200, damn near pot.
But this nice little view for a Boston.
At this point, the hand really makes no sense.
I think Tommy would be heavily tempted to call this. Probably a little tilted after that 10's hand too. I would have to guess that Tommy, I would say that Tommy is 50-50. It's really a coin flip here for Tom. Like, is he bluffing half the time? That's his pot odds.
Yep.
The obvious draw, spades miss, king queen misses, so many things miss. Yep, good call, Tom. Good call. Tom is a good buddy of mine, so I'm rooting for him. But me and him have seen a lot of hands and played a lot of poker together.
And he kind of got beat up last night too. So
He did. That king jack bluff.
king queen.
Oh, king queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. He bluffed into king jack. But Tommy's he's played a lot of cards, so it doesn't really affect him too much.
Yeah, I went down and talked to him after that, and I said you didn't have enough behind
Yeah.
to bluff that.
But
And he's like, yeah,
Let's do it next game when
I said you
everybody's
bluffed,
Right.
380 and almost 900.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's calling turn, he's always calling that river for that price.
Right. I mean, personally, like I know that Tommy's played so much cards that he's gonna just come back and battle. So I mean, good for Tom. He's a very good. Tommy's what I would classify as like pretty much like a loose aggressive reg, a very tricky loose aggressive player, which is good because he's been playing a lot more conservative pre-flop actually, but I think his post-flop is still very aggressive.
Yeah, he definitely likes to put you to the test.
Yeah. Same with Rich, actually. I really liked Rich is kind of the opposite of Tommy, where he's very loose pre-flop, but very aggressive post.
Yep.
Like, he calls damn near everything pre. But when he gets you, he's going to get you on the post-flop. Can't see the cards here.
They must have not put him on the block.
I don't think anyone has a whole lot of anything.
And I mean, unless there's 2 broken cards now and one's got a 3 of diamonds.
I don't think anyone has anything anyway. First person to bet comes with stab. Rich stabs for 200.
Rich is betting
Yep.
200.
I don't think Rich had anything. I don't think Ricky had anything. If I had to take a guess.
So apparently we're only going to be streaming for about 2 hours total today.
Oh, that's fine. I gotta go at 3 anyway.
No, you don't.
No, not before. I think that's why.
Who's sitting out?
That's what you think.
Looks like
Everybody, we already
I
mentioned
told
the
them we're
seed,
going
so.
Alright. Alright, so who are we sitting out? 9?
5's not playing. 7 and 9
well, they're coming in now. So
5 is Tony.
Do you like your time in Madison so far?
Who's gonna sit out the bottom?
Yeah, it's a nice place.
You ever been here before?
No, I've never been here before. I've never been to
Jackson's
the
out.
Put it
capital.
all in with King Jack.
Alright, and 5 Tony's out.
Where do you guys usually like go for this? Like Minnesota ever?
and 9's up.
5, 7, and
Minneapolis?
9 are out.
Well, Eric's been everywhere.
Compound,
Oh, okay.
$25.
Eric's been to Indiana, Florida, Vegas,
Dang.
Colorado,
Well, if you guys ever need a commentator.
North Dakota, South Dakota.
Second board, so after this hand, unless it's a
No,
full
actually,
suite,
he's been to Wisconsin
I have
before.
to
He's
do an
been to
exact chip
Michigan
count to
before.
find out
Cool.
who got the chips from the second board.
What's the big one in Wisconsin?
Milwaukee?
No.
Casino?
If one person
Green
hits
Bay.
both boards,
Is
it doesn't
it
matter.
like Baraboo or?
That's
Alright,
small
so
town.
what we do with 4 cards,
Well, I know, but
have,
they
I
have a
need
casino
Tommy,
there.
Arthur, and Scott. So put them all in the box at the
is
same
it Baraboo
time, and then kind
or-
of
They
shuffle
don't have a
around
casino
and
there, I
keep
think.
all
I
the
think
boxes.
that casino doesn't have poker though.
I need Tommy and Arthur.
Potawatomi is like the main one in Milwaukee. But they
Oh, he's been to Potawatomi.
but he closed his they stream from Potawatomi?
Yeah.
Wow. They closed their poker room though.
Firekeepers?
Oh, Firekeepers in Michigan, yeah. That's the one in Michigan.
Yeah, Firekeepers in Michigan. They've been, and
Did you pick mine up yet?
Now I have to
need
Google.
Arthur and Tommy.
No.
Hold on just a
Alright,
second.
hold on.
Tommy,
You can do it right here.
Double board bomb.
Oh no, Ho Chunk.
Ho Chunk.
Ho
Oh,
Chunk.
that must have been in 2017.
Ho Chunk in Baraboo.
Yeah, that must have been in 2017, 2018, because they actually closed their poke room down to put more slot machines in 2018.
Yeah. that's-
Very typical. Makes no sense, but
Yeah, it makes no sense for people that like to play poker.
because my rationale for that is like poker players will play slots, but slots players won't play poker.
Exactly. So if you're having tournaments,
Yeah. And like
And,
when one guy busts, he's like, oh, go play slots.
yeah, or you're on break.
Yeah, you're on break. And like the slot machine, the idea that like slot machines will garner more people makes no sense to me either. Because
So-
like,
Ricky let out with
deuces.
set of deuces.
I don't know what's on the other board.
6 did what? Folded and 8.
Oh, Arthur calls. Arthur must have something on the second board because King Queen should be a pretty standard fold. Ricky's bottom set is actually not looking terribly good right now. I don't think Ricky is terribly happy with his bottom set.
You cannot see that
Yep.
they're also playing.
I check.
So Rich, he called with top two
Top two.
on that board.
Rich is actually in pretty good shape. He's at 30% on the board, to be honest with you, because now he has the third nut flush draw. But little does he know that Rich has the nut flush draw because King of Spades is accounted for in Arthur's hand.
Yep. And he also picked up a gutter.
Uh-oh. Look at Zach blasting with 635. I don't know what the hell he has. I mean, he has little to no equity on this bottom board here.
On this bottom board, no. On the
He
top board,
must be nutted. He must have a set of sixes on the other board, I would guess. Or 7, 8, 9 straight. You know what? It would be interesting. I'm guessing there's a 7, 8, 9 on the other board. Because what's Arthur calling with on the other board and what's Zach blasting with?
yep.
It might be a 7, 8, 9.
So Rich is calling with a 2-pair straight draw, flush draw on this board. Have no idea what's on the other board.
I think it's 7, 8, 9. Because the hands that make sense now are 7, 8, 9. Because Ricky has 2 pair in a set.
Yeah, and
I mean,
Ricky's just got to.
Rich might get stacked here, to be honest with you. So I think Zach might be damn near nutted on the other board.
He could be.
Because when he pots it with no equity on the bottom board, I'm guessing he's nutted on the other board.
Repot?
Pop, pop, pop. Zach.
Did Ricky put it all in?
Put it all in. Zach is snapping him off. I mean, Rich, he can't go anywhere now. This makes no sense. Makes no sense for Rich to go anywhere. Someone's getting screwed.
Okay, all in.
Ooh, the 10.
Ricky's good.
It gets so crazy.
Ricky's good
How
on the
does
bottom.
Ricky win?
No.
This is crazy as hell, bro.
Rich had some equity there.
I think Rich might have gotten scooped. Rich with the 3 pair. 3 pair no good.
Hey, remember what you just said to me, though, right? Do you remember what
Yep.
you just said to me? Can you vouch for me? I said I have nothing. What flipped over tricks?
In getting him back.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
You guess. That is supposed to be 13 times.
Rich gets felted.
I've been waiting to get him back. What are you talking about? I'm 100% with you. Thank you, sir. I've been waiting to get him back. Based on what I heard about that night, I'm 100% with you. I've been waiting to get him
So
back.
looks like
He
they.
wanted to meet 10
I'm
times.
gonna get counters for
I've been waiting to
Zach
get him back,
and
bro.
Yeah,
They're still splitting the pot.
Okay.
Tony, I've been waiting to get him back.
Well, he's splitting it, so yeah, Ricky
Rich-
must have won the one. And
Yep, he locked up the board with a set of deuces. And but I'm guessing Rich had a whole lot of nothing.
I mean that is gross for a set of deuces to hold that many waves. With flush draw, the wheel got there on the turn. Broadway got there on the river with a flush, and
I'm almost positive that it was 79 on the other board. Almost positive. Because how else did he win? And why would Ricky go in with 9-7?
yeah.
And he's going in with 6-10.
14, 55.
It was a big pot.
Oh, sorry.
Tony, you're gonna be next. I'm gonna ask.
Yep, I think Ricky and Ricky and Zach both profit like $300, $400. Chalk it up.
1174.
Zach, I was so happy to hear you guys.
1501.
Yeah, but there was also some action on the flop too.
Zach, you were so ready to scoop though, you little donkey. You were so ready. Like, you think I was going to be in there
Ricky,
with...
how many chips do you have?
You just tuck it out.
$1. Let's fucking go.
Hold on, just.
Mindfulness?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
shows Ricky with 5,000 and Zach with nothing.
3,000.
Long maintenance.
I know you want to get down there and play for.
I do. I'd play. I mean, to be honest, this table's tough. So
3050.
it's a lot tougher than last night, as you can see.
So, personal question.
Yeah.
Since you're vegetarian.
No, I'm not vegetarian. I'm not vegetarian at all. That was Jay. That was Jay last
Oh,
night.
that was Jay last night.
So I'm fully carnivorous.
Then you should have one of these.
Yeah, ask for Sammy. Yeah, I'll take Sammy.
How does it track tips? Like, I feel like that's got to be
I just was full when I came here. I just made breakfast.
Do you want pulled pork or you want chicken?
Oh, I'll take pulled pork. That barbecue sauce.
Yeah, right there.
I don't get fucking used to it. No, I won't.
Dude, honestly, what you guys do is pretty fun. I love poker and I like the game.
Yeah. And then we just get to
Watch poker. I mean, I watch a bunch of live streams. I don't know about you. I watch like Texas Card House. I watch like the Hustler Casino ones.
I like to watch the replays of the big dogs that play.
You're talking about like Garrett and stuff.
Yeah.
Garrett's really good.
Garrett Alstein's just a sicko.
I like Andy Stacks too.
But normally I just watch a lot of vlogs because they're short, they're entertaining.
I know because I had most of them that I
Rampage, Brad Owen, Andrew Nemi. Although Nemi hasn't.
I love Rampage.
Yeah. Rampage. There's a method to his madness, but he's a blaster.
Alright, he's back. Let's go.
I mean, people like criticize him, but honestly, like everyone's done that. Everyone's like everyone's punted, and like he's like a really realistic poker player. Like a guy who's played like I've only played for a year. I started in January, but he's like one of the first people I watched, and I like learned a lot of poker from him.
No, yeah, I have no problem with the way that Rampage plays. Here we got Ace King, we got threes. Yep. Can we get a little let's see, a little ace 3 flop?
One raises to 175, 2 folds, 3 folds.
Although if Jackson's card's not showing, he might have the 3 diamonds, which means all the threes would be gone.
Yeah, when you're playing this deep, set mining is so profitable.
It is.
I bet somewhere.
I mean, we were looking for a little ace queen 3.
Oh my God, he's a goddamn artist. How the hell did you know that?
Not that we want to see anybody to lose, but we'd love to see the action. And Ricky just folds.
It smashes Zach's range.
Yeah.
He's literally beating nothing.
He's beating King 10 and Jack 10. That's about it.
And if he does,
Yeah.
he's going to accompany it with
Even
your
then, that's a 3-bet of low frequency.
Yeah.
Ace 3.
You guys want to do a run of straddles?
Yeah.
Everybody good with that?
I did that in a tournament one time.
No pressure.
Literally called with ace high and the guy had quads.
Everyone except
You either look like like Albert Einstein, or you're just looking at like a fucking idiot.
That was the worst. Like, I've never done that. I've never gone with my gut and be like, you got King 10 of diamonds, you missed everything. Call with ace high.
I've had some ace high calls that were wrong.
Quads.
I've had some ace high calls that for like hundreds of dollars that was wrong.
Well, no, I went and watched the stream. The worst part
And usually I
was-
pride myself on that. I called some a guy in
that he shipped to him,
2.5.
well, I was calling him-
He overshipped the river, and I called him with King 7 high.
The net
Or no, King 8 high. He had King 7 high.
I haven't made a queen high call ever. I've never made a queen high call. I don't know if you have. I know some people have.
No.
So like a river aggression, I've never made queen high call.
And I can't remember who did that. In the day, it was at a big tournament. He correctly called with 10 high on the river.
Wow, what a beast. Yeah, I know. I mean, you see that all the time on like Poker Stars and like the YouTube channels that do poker, where people are like calling with like jack high and stuff.
Oh, here we got a little bit of a flop. Scott.
Oh my God, Scott with the
Scott flops the
flops
joint.
the joint. Check. Scott needs to start betting. Has to start betting. Please start betting.
And he's gonna get a call from. He's gonna get a call
Tyler's
from
gonna
Tyler.
call. Yeah, Tyler's gonna call. I think everyone else can just kind of pretty standard fold here when Tyler calls. Sultan folds. No Hollywood, please. Just fold.
You're probably only getting one straddle out of me.
Literally, the worst card for Tyler right now would be a queen,
Just one.
because I think he's gonna fold to a.
Yep, this will. Let's see Scott do 200 and like force Tyler to make a call.
That is T. Tightest knit on the planet.
200.
Well, Tyler's only got 200, so
Well, can he fold? I don't think he can fold.
I
I don't think he can fold.
I don't think you can ever fold this.
He's gonna get felted.
He was double straddled.
He's gonna get felted. I would put all my money. Well, not all my money, but I would imagine he gets felted. There's really no reason for him to fold. He is calling 210 to win a pot of 1.4.
Well, that's because
Yeah. He's calling 210 to win a pot of like 600, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he can never fold. I mean, the backdoor spades completes. He's beating a lot of like random bluffs that miss too. Be beating naked tens,
Yeah, random Jack 10, 9, 10.
random jacks, yeah, Jack 10, weaker queens, beating Queen 10, Queen 10. Queen 10 could considerably shove.
Yeah.
Basically, anytime you have a naked 10, he's beating all the 10s.
Yeah, he's gonna call it off.
I would call it, to be honest. See, now this is the problem that I have with short stacks, is that I get forced in these positions too. Like I'm in the position now, like I have to call. Like but if I fold, I'm over folding.
With the short stack, I like to be the one putting it in and not calling it off.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree too.
I mean,
He
unless I
should have
get
just yammed the flop, honestly. But I mean, he's gonna get snapped off. But could have yammed the flop. Just got it in there.
yeah, but the only thing he's only getting called by stuff that beats him. King 10, 8, 10, Queen Jack.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's gonna call his jam with Jack 10.
Right. That's just a bad spot. That's just a bad spot.
I'll play the game. What's the game?
The game is straddle.
There it is.
Do we have two people get felted now? Rich
just
leaves.
leaves.
But I got some shit that's gonna
Rich
fuck
left.
somebody up.
I think that
Tyler got left.
I think that Tyler that just sat down, short bot, and then
Left.
and then just left.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay. Another complaint I have is people doing one bullet in cash. Well, I guess it's okay if you're trying to minimize losses, but in my opinion, if I'm playing cash, I'm going for 3 bullets at least. Like I'm ready to, like, if I'm playing this, for example, like the reason why I don't play this 5-10 is because I need to be ready to lose about 3 grand here, and I kind of don't want to do that. But
I mean, I have no problem doing one bullet if you're like just down the street.
yeah.
But if you gotta drive 30 minutes to a
Oh
game,
yeah, I'm playing 3 bullets at least. 4 bullets is like my stop loss, but I have been known to go over. I've had some pretty big losses in 1-2.
Hey,
In 1-2.
Yeah, I've lost like one point. My biggest loss
Where?
was
That's a
1.2
great
grand in.
What do you ask?
That's the best question anyone's ever asked.
What else?
But I balanced that out. I've had like 2 grand cashes in
Look at
1-2,
you,
so
I like
it's
the
good.
shirt, dog, though. Your shirt's cool. Oh.
That's when I was like, I was probably playing bad and running bad. So
Like, that's like watching paint dry.
So after you have a session like that, do you ever go back and break down your hand histories and try to find out where you could have maximized and where you could have
That-
minimized losses? And
my biggest loss day was just horrible. Like I ran aces into kings pre. I had aces. Guy binks a king. Guy goes runner on me. Like I have to be running bad to lose that. But I also play bad because like I think by the 3rd bullet I'm pretty like tilted.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I have top pairless jam.
What's that right there?
But like I will say that like for me to lose like 6, like for me to lose 4 buy-ins like that, because I buy in for 300 apiece in 1-2, I will have to be pretty tilted or like and running bad.
so here we go, 4 ways, 8-9, ace-10, king-10, and 9-7.
3-3 ace. Good flop for Ricky.
Oh my God! Over the cliff he goes. Just 7, 9 cash.
I think Ricky's just gonna check it.
1 back, 105.
See, Rich getting felted in a PLO bomb is super common though.
I think Tyler made big holes there.
Three
It wouldn't be
calls.
shocking to me if he was.
7 fold.
So there's 240 in there. If you got king 10, I really don't like the 105. I'd rather see like a 70 or an 80.
Yep. Yeah. See, I was just having this discussion. I don't like when people bet large in multi-way pots. With almost anything. I never want to bet large in multi-way pots with anything. And like some guy was, my buddy was telling me that he likes to bet large to deny equity, but I'm like, dude, like, don't do that because you're going to get called by something.
gonna get called.
Unless you're like kind of nutted. Even then, I don't even like it when you're nutted.
That's a call. That's a call. Big boy call.
I think 3, Tommy might be considering folding. Picks up equity with the 7, and Tommy will lose this 1 grand pot. Unless Tommy decides to turn his 7 to a bluff.
What?
Ricky is just angling Tommy right now, saying call. Out of turn.
Flip it over. How big is it? That's good. That motherfucker is solid. Oh my God. Stone cold right there, Steve Austin.
And Tommy loses with 9-7. I mean,
But so that
Why you lazy?
I really don't like that about Ricky. He already knows it's called before anything was bet.
he's angling.
So-
Yeah, he's just angling.
But if Tommy was nutted, I would have said okay, I'm all in.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know that's a really
Played it well. Hey, you know what? When I grew up,
that's
when I learned how
yeah.
to play poker,
I mean
I was a flat tip guy.
if Tommy's just nutted there and he says doesn't matter what you bet, I call him. I don't know if that's really going to be binding in a home game, but
In the casino, it might be.
yeah.
Dealer's discretion, I think. I've only played the casino a few times actually, just because there's no casinos around here. I play in a lot of NAS and home games and a lot. Majority of my plays online. But, okay.
So
Tommy.
that's just for something for people that just always act in turn because it could get you in trouble.
I mean, at the home games, I see a lot of it where like people just like fold out of turn, and when they fold out of turn, it makes a big difference. Like I don't like it when people fold out of turn,
Yeah.
because it's just like now there's less people in the pot, people are more inclined to bluff, like blah blah blah.
Well, I mean, did you see the big hand? I think it was at the bite. It was live stream where the guy either said I call or I'm all in or whatever.
Is it Armenian White and he slid the racket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said
Stupid.
I was just kidding.
Yeah, he was like
no,
joke
that's-
bet. He said joke bet or something like that. I'm like, dude, you can't. And Garrett like pressured Armenian Mike to give. It was like $10,000 shove.
Yeah.
He's like, you need to give the chips. Like that's just. Because he was playing out the rack, and he slid the rack in. And as soon as your chips cross that line, in my opinion, that's binding.
That
When
is
your chips
binding.
cross the
There's-
line, it's binding.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise you're just trying to angle someone.
He just. Well, the thing is, like the
And
river
it all
came.
was a joke bet.
Right.
There's no such
He's-
thing
he's-
as a joke
There's
bet.
no joke bets. Yeah, and the guy like. What happened was like it was Ryan Feldman versus Armenian Mike, and Ryan Feldman had top boat, and then Armenian Mike the river rolls off a blank, and Armenian just slides his chips in, and then he snaps, he gets snapped off, and like that has to be binding, like
Yeah.
bro, like
no,
you can't
it
do
was
that.
just a joke bet. It was
The-
because
but-
it was in the rack, and it's like no.
At the end of the day, Armenian Mike did give the money, which is
Yeah.
good, like he should. That's
Yeah,
the right thing to do.
because otherwise that's gonna
Yeah.
ruin your name in poker. And the number one thing that anybody that takes the game seriously is that your name is everything in this game.
Yeah, you're not going to get invited back to those big
No.
games. And the thing is, like, when he did that, I think a few previous hands, he did the same thing, where he just slid his chips in. And, like, they folded that time.
Yeah,
But he's like, let me do this again.
yeah.
No
Works
joke
every
bets,
time,
yeah.
but the last time.
I really don't like angling in general. Like, I think it's bad for the game, especially to new players. Like, if they get angled, like, they're not going to want to play again. You know
Oh,
what I
here
mean?
we go. We might have a little action here. Ricky's gonna bet out with his queen that he turns.
About to get pipped.
Very confident.
You know I did that with the new tablet.
And the Sultan has him out kicked.
And now, but I put a screen
Oh.
cover over
Oh,
it.
dude, just
Yeah.
9 plays. 9 plays.
9 plays.
Ricky checks.
I think this is just gonna go check.
Check, check. Yep, check, and Ricky's going to lose. Pretty small pot. Oh, Ricky might blast. Oh, he calls.
Yep,
Bets.
Yep,
Bet call.
because Sultan checked out a turn.
Oh, no. Oh, Sultan checked that turn. So
Yep.
Ricky bets. He might fold.
Well, if he checks out a turn, he's like, oh, he's super weak.
Kind of almost turning his queen into a bluff here.
Yep.
This guy is
Yep.
good call. Oh, fold.
Folds.
Wow. Okay, great example of why you shouldn't check out a turn. Because I think it would have gone check and he
Yep.
would have won.
If he doesn't check out a turn, it
Yup,
goes
he
check
wins.
and he
He
wins.
I've
been pretty hard.
Do not check out a turn, everybody. Just play the game.
I'm not watching the screen, bro.
I've had bad cards.
Hey, put me up on the screen.
You can't do that.
You can't do that?
You can in an hour. Yeah, I've
Why-
only played.
what's the name of this?
Because if you check out a turn, then you get a player like
Oh, why
Ricky
did I
that like
stop?
knows.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, you have nothing.
I wanted
Yep.
to share
Let's
it
bet.
with somebody.
I would blast it too. I would do the same thing. I would blast 200.
Can I share the link?
Twitch.
TV.
We got A7, Ace King.
No.
4 folds, 5 folds. 6 raises.
Sultan probably gonna bump it up.
Tell him to eat his face.
Scott bumps it up with that.
All in.
Oh, Sultan's gonna snap him off with Ace King.
Tell him to eat his face so much.
Oh no! Does Jackson go all in?
Yep.
You
We
face?
have no
Wait,
idea.
I'm on 7. All in.
7's all in. Okay.
Good luck, all in. Fold.
Who's all in?
See, can I get a cash? Yeah.
Sultan's
It's
snapping us off.
1,000. Large.
Actually, I don't like Sultan snapping it off. I think he should
Large.
rejam.
Bit of
I think he should rejam. Almost.
it.
With stat. Oh, but Scott's there too. He's thinking about Scott. If it was just Tommy, I would rejam.
Not more 8.
100 big blinds is clear rejam. But
How much?
Jeez.
100. Wow.
if Sultan calls, takes a flop, I think the only thing that Sultan is thinking about right now is Scott.
Yep.
Because him getting rejammed on by Scott would be sick.
It would. If you just call and then he's all of a sudden he says,
All
What
in.
you're looking for is clock, Jackson.
and now you're stuck. Now you're stuck. You already got 1,000 in there. It's gonna be another 1,300 to call.
Right.
And then you have to call it off anyways.
Right. I wonder what Jackson has here. Guessing not
It was the end of the night. He had 2 pair out of flush.
Did you?
It was a while ago.
I mean, Sultan is for sure ahead of whatever Jackson has.
There we go. Sultan jams it in.
It's his last hand of the night.
No, he calls Tommy clear fold. Scott folds too. Okay, good.
Tell him to kill me, I'll be the one that's killing. Oh, there it is. Oh, he done. He done. Tell him to wrap his ass with that. Tell him to wrap his ass with that one. In a bunch.
Oh no.
Ace Queen of Hearts. He just flops.
What a beast!
Damn. Sharpshooter.
What a beast. Sultan steaming. Wow. Ace Queen of Hearts. Actually, a good jam. Good jam. I would jam it too at the end of the day.
Oh wow.
Depends if I'm feeling aggressive, I'll jam Ace Queen. But the open rip. Oh my goodness.
And that's the second time in 2 days that we've seen Ace Queen suited
smash
take down Ace King.
Well, Ricky smashed. You missed it off stream. It was 10-7-6 flop, 2 spades. Low, the guy who got his Ace King cracked by Ricky's Ace Queen. Ricky is top 2, 10-7. Low his 7-7. They get it all out on the flop. In turn, rolls a 10 for $2,000. In a 1-3.
I think that was the one when we were just walking in and somebody said, "Check out this cooler."
Yeah, I did. I was like, well, Ricky goes, oh, shit. Like when Low announces middle set, and I'm like, you're live. That's what I always say. Like when people go, oh crap, and they start packing their stuff, I'm like, no, you're very live. Like the same thing with like the Rich hitting quads. When you're live, you're live, and I've seen it happen way more than I like.
That happened against so a buddy I had. We always played together, and I get it in so good against him, and he would just always win.
Yeah, I mean, it's the way the cards roll. But at the end of the day, like if people are doing that, like if Jackson is doing that, you want him in the game. Like, you know what I mean?
So we got 700 in a piece on a flop Jack 9-3.
Okay.
I had a set of 9s, and he had Jack 9, and he rivers a Jack.
Yep.
But there should be more aces.
What do you think, Lace? Just put 8 aces. I want a variant of it's not short deck poker. It's like it's stacked deck poker. It's like
Yeah, man.
Here we go. We got Zach with the Ace Jack.
No. 7 calls for 10, 9 folds, 1 raises to 50, 2 calls 50. Actions on 3 folds. 4 folds.
Well, we're gonna have to
What does Sultan have now?
7 calls. 3 players to the flop.
Ooh. I think an Ace Jack 7 flop brings some action.
I'm still thinking about Jackson's hand. Wow, look how much he started with, $400.
Yep.
8 queen 7 of clubs.
I think Jackson should now play a little more conservatively. Now he's sitting damn near 200 big blinds effective.
2 calls, 75.
Zach just betting range. Does have the Jack of clubs. Wow, the guy with the 7 snap folds. Don't know what Sultan has.
He's got a broken card. That's what he's got.
Yeah, 3 of diamonds. Something 3 of diamonds.
Well, 3 diamonds might even been replaced.
He might not have anything. Okay. And Zach just takes it down.
Fantastic hand.
Well done, my man.
What was that?
What a beast. Jackson just flops.
I don't even know. It was there. It was actually there. It's your straddle, my man.
You look there, your eyes are all water.
We're going another round of straddles?
Sure, why not?
Alright, straddle.
I think I would bet like 5 a.m. or something.
Why not?
Wait, this game was running that late?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was just kind of.
Gotcha.
I was rewatching some of it and it was.
7 folds, 9 folds, 1 folds.
Sultan with 9s, Tommy with ace queen. I imagine Tommy's gonna 3-bet here in a straddle pot. Straddle pot, he damn near has 50 big blinds effective. Call off a jam here. He's committing about 20% of his stack here.
Right. What type of equipment?
Sultan's definitely calling here.
He's a little tilted. Yeah.
You should've
Ace
ran
queen, ace
by
king
me
hand.
first.
Not sure if he's
I
tilted.
mean,
but
he
it's
always
pretty much
looks like that, but
good flop for Tommy. Good flop for Tommy to continue. He has all the ace king, all the aces.
He'll be taking one of
I
my
honestly think
He has
Tommy
all-
fires
he
twice.
has- he
Tommy
has all-
fires twice, he got it.
he has all the king
But see,
queen.
the thing about it, you gotta
That board smashes him.
Wait until, okay, call one. I would hazard Tommy blasts one more time and just takes it down.
When you were in, like, when you call me, what I get
I would like to see Tommy just do a half pot. Yep, just do half pot. Get cheap bluff.
Like, when y'all called, shit was out of there. Like,
Cheap bluff.
Well, now he's got the gutter
Check back.
with the ace high diamonds.
Interesting he checks back. Now Sultan is super, I don't like that play by Tom. I do think that with the amount of equity he's having, he should continue. Tommy is looking for an all-in jam here, I bet. Wow, he checks back, takes his ace-queen to showdown, and 9 takes it. Would love to have seen Tommy barrel twice, but he just does not do it. Does not find the bluff. Should bluff one more time. And now I would advocate for Tommy to add on. Maybe the short stack here.
What you should have did was this. Should have talked.
I don't know why Tommy didn't continue, honestly. He probably just thought Sultan was being sticky, or I don't know.
I'd have had some better.
I think I would continue one more time.
For you because
But only with 600 behind might be a reason why.
1 fold, 2 folds, 3 folds. 4 raises to 65.
Arthur raising the ace-7 suited on the button. Pretty standard. Maybe trying to steal some blinds. Don't imagine Jackson's going anywhere.
I'm finna knock that down. What's the obvious bluff over there? 'Cause that motherfucker done. 65? Take this and that'll be the last time you
Little
see it.
7-7-3.
Yeah, I think Arthur is raising from the straddled pot. Oh my god, and Jackson just bangs the set.
Yep.
Arthur might not continue here. He knows his flop is bad for his range.
He checks.
Yeah, Arthur knows his flop is bad for his range. Yep, he knows his flop is bad for his range.
Get him! I ain't worried about you.
Bet. 100. Pretty safely full.
He should.
Great play by
Yeah.
Arthur.
If I'm Jackson, I'm checking it one last time to get some. You just turn a boat. You want some sort of draw to get there.
Oh, it was a boat?
Yeah.
I didn't realize he boated. But yeah. Arthur.
He made threes full of 8s.
Right. Arthur just knows that whiff on the flop and no equity whatsoever and bad for his range, so didn't see bet. I like that. I mean, I think a lot of players they over see bet.
Yeah. But
I fall into that trap. I think I personally oversee bet, but
yeah, if I'm Jackson, I'm just always checking behind there, hoping that he makes a pair or hits a draw or just keep all of his bluffs in there.
Yep. I don't know. I kind of mix it up. I think in Jackson's spot, I would probably just start with the bet because you got two hard draws. I'm trying to build a pot when he does hit.
So these players have been a little rough on the cards. I know the 5 of diamonds is out, the ace of hearts is out, and just again, I mean these are only $150 a deck.
Oh. What the hell? Look at that, Arthur 3-betting, baby. No one's folding. Is Ricky gonna call with 6-9?
And I think I believe the 8 of clubs is broken as well.
I think someone has the ace of hearts.
Yeah,
So
I think
I'll just try to sweat it from Arthur's point of view. So Arthur is 3-betting, ace queen from the cutoff, big blind and +2 calls with a +2 open. Great flop.
Ooh.
Okay, fantastic flop. But I think that one of these guys might have an ace.
4 bets, 1
Oh, well, no. Ace of Hearts is on the board.
Ace of Hearts on the
That's-
board.
You just
Wow.
had to read it.
Maybe Ace of Clubs. I don't know. I didn't see the Ace of Clubs get folded. 150.
Yeah, Sultan could
Small
easily.
bet.
Sultan easily could have like the Ace 8 of Clubs,
Oh,
because we know that the Ace of Clubs is not out there, and the 8 of Clubs is also broken.
I honestly, to be honest with you, Jackson looks like he might have the ace. He's really contemplating a call here. I think he has the ace. I think he has the ace. He might have ace weak kicker. Oh, what? Oh no, no, he does not.
Nope.
So now Sultan might have. Does Sultan have the ace? I think he has the ace. I think I have no. The continues here are the aces. Ace of clubs, case ace maybe. Okay.
Oh,
Arthur is mega nutted.
Arthur locks it up.
Arthur might want to check back here.
Arthur should check this back here.
Yeah, I think you should check. Yep, he has just so much of the board.
He has the board all locked up.
Losing the ace king now. I don't think that.
And honestly, I'm never worried about ace king here.
Yep, no 4-bet. I think Arthur should go for some value. I'd like to see a small sizing. He just has so much of the board locked up. Like, what the hell is he getting value from other than case ace? Maybe a king or like a rivered queen king. Wow, he just bombs it.
He makes it 650.
He bombs it. I think is Sultan gonna call?
No. If I'm Arthur with everything that I have locked up,
you need to bet smaller.
250.
Yeah.
You put something out there where they just have to make a crying call.
Like weak aces,
Yep.
even a rivered king. You want the rivered king to call, because honestly, that's most likely what he's gonna have is a rivered king, which you're getting a value from. Like flush draws, then miss.
Should I order some food?
I mean, basically everything you're betting on that river. Yeah, I mean, he could have
What should I do?
pocket kings and he just made kings full of aces, especially with the check back on the turn.
He never has
could-
pocket kings there though.
He could already have it locked up with ace queen,
Good fold. Good fold, Sultan.
15 minutes.
ace king.
Whatever you had. Eights.
It is.
It
There's
is.
like,
Pocket eights.
hey guys,
Well-
I didn't give you the speech to be super gentle with these cards, and we've got like 6 bad cards in the last hour. Like you guys are being too rough with them, so there's an intent in there that breaks, so they don't show up. I don't say anything, and it doesn't affect what you guys do. It affects how people are watching it. So like a lot of the hands are not showing up because it doesn't read their hand.
Well, we have to replace the deck now.
Yeah, I know.
Cause I know
There's
that
like
one
6
of
of
those. Well, I know that one of those cards that I had is broken. Right?
8 of hearts.
So if you can't see someone's card, and
Right.
then
You can't see it regardless though.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if
No,
he's-
that's-
like
that's-
if he says during the hand, I need to see this person's card. Oh
There-
no,
There's
that's
like
a
there's
call.
like 6 bad cards.
Yeah.
So you'll know it's one of those 6 cards.
Right.
So
I
right.
did not know that. I just thought it was a fucking mirror.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. We can take a break and I can make a new deck if that's what you want to do.
What
Or
is
you can just play
2019
and I haven't been saying anything until like
Yeah.
some of these cards aren't there.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
If
for me,
anything, just don't say anything about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Let it
saying
rock.
Yeah.
right now. But just so you know, be gentle with the deck. The 8 of hearts is one of the bad cards.
Alright, so you're big blind darts then.
Heavy-handed motherfuckers. That's what that is. Too much action. Too much action.
Action Jackson.
Who you got coming, Zach?
Straddle
Did you have someone coming?
seat 9.
What do you?
I don't know, you just asked him what the address was. I was wondering.
I
order.
got C9 as a big blind. No?
Should have been.
Did you not move the deck?
Yeah, he's right, he's right.
You know, it was a button.
Do you find it?
Miss Steele?
Of course he still think he's a button. True, I'm not gonna say that every time. So that's advantageous.
All right, I think I'm gonna leave you for a second tee. I'm gonna
Alright.
run to the restroom here for a minute.
Only Kings read or read it.
Alright, Richard's a big blind?
Yeah.
Zach Straddle.
Do you mind tell what you had?
No straddles now?
Zach, I can straight
Yo,
up.
Yeah.
Arthur.
What's up?
What you have? You gotta wait
Did you have an ace though?
I did have an ace.
All right, that's all we want to know.
You had an ace.
I had an ace. Did you load it up? I might have loaded up.
On the turn or the river though?
Got Arthur, Tony, Elfo, everyone with a whole lot of nothing here. Nobody has anything.
Oh no, I had a big hand. I had Jack.
6 folds.
I had Jack. For real. I folded 3 flop because I did kind of.
Would you let me fold right now? I just remembered what I got. Will you let me just fold or no?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. I just remembered I forget.
Would you folded Jack on the flop?
What did you have?
5-8 off.
It got worse. All the way through a queen.
5-8 offsuit takes it down.
Oh, yo, I'm gonna step away so I can use my phone in order.
So basically,
Who wants this chicken sandwich?
Flop.
I mean, 10s or less.
Spicy?
Yes.
What do you think that's gonna hit?
Spicy.
And
Fries.
fries.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, I want like chicken.
Okay, I'll get
You
chicken
like
too.
chicken and french fries.
Yeah, of course.
Fries, biscuits.
It's on your dime. I'm gonna get loose with it.
Oh, those are really good.
Up to like
I can't. I gotta go. I'm going on a an hour.
Wait, so I'm gonna get like.
I gotta cook dinner.
So what are you making for dinner?
I make a bunch of stuff. You know, I might do burgers tonight.
I do burgers.
Yep. Rick's small.
Easy.
Rodeo burgers.
With barbecue sauce.
Oh, I got.
It's like bacon.
It's everything.
okay.
Man, how do you get these? What honey?
Doesn't do anything. For
Oh, that was good
scale,
with the onion rings. Yeah.
But there's baked beans in the onion.
Oh, really? I love onion. I love onions. The red ramen last night was
They
really
were-
good.
They were about that big.
Yeah. The red robin I thought was really good. I like that he catered from Red Robin. I know
Gonna
there's
raise
not
with the queen jack. We're gonna get a call with the jack 10 suited.
6 called?
Scott
No, fold.
with the
sorry.
fold.
7 fold, 9 fold, 2 fold. Actions on 3.
Actions on 3.
190.
Oh, he's gonna call for.
Oh no, he's gonna bet.
190.
Nice. I like that.
A 3 bet.
I like that. Under the gun. He raises. Oh, under the gun. Oh, he's in the straddle. He's in the straddle. So he 3 bets a straddle. And wow, great bet. Good job. Good job. He was dominated and he 3 bet and he took it down. No resistance.
Did y'all hear about that?
Ricky with the paltry 24% VPIP.
I know. Why isn't he VPing? Tony VPing at 4. I mean, I think the only hand he's seen the flop is the ace hand.
Yep.
Yep, the only hand he's seen the flop.
He's just so disheartened after that one. He should have been taking
I know. He told me it was gross.
all the money.
Told me he felt it in his heart. I would be pissed too. I mean, but that's poker. I mean,
Causing the crowd surge.
I honestly, I'm a run it once type guy.
Yep.
Like
I
it's
am
funny
too.
because people are like, oh, I'll run it twice when I'm behind. I'm like, when I'm behind, I want to run it once because I want to scoop. I want to bang my outs.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
So if I'm getting it in behind,
Like a flush draw, I'm like, I want to go once.
yeah. If I'm getting it in behind, I deserve to be scooped.
And
I don't deserve to win it on the second one.
you know what's funny? Tom and I were talking about this. That whenever I have ace king and I'm all in pre, I go once.
Yep.
I go once with ace king. Because it's hard to win both boards with ace king.
Exactly.
3 raises to 75. 75 is the bet.
I did that once when the guy showed me aces. I had ace king. He's like, you want to go twice? I'll go twice. I'll even go 3 times. I'm like, nah, just once. And then it comes king 6.
Can't trust white people.
I was like, for a grand. That was like a month and a half ago.
So Tommy looks like he's starting to bump up the aggression here.
I mean, he needs to.
He thinks the spicy chicken's too hot.
Yo, are you able to make one of those spicy? Is all chicken sandwiches accounted for or no?
Yeah.
Really? Damn.
What's up?
Alright, well.
You know what has the best chicken sandwich though?
Tommy can like really turn up the aggression when he wants to, though. Like I've seen, Tommy is like a very tricky, loose, aggressive player. So I'm surprised that Ricky isn't really V-pipping. I think at like 5'10", he knows that these players aren't really his usual 1-3 regs.
Yeah.
So like he's V-pipping a little lower, not trying to get into some bad spots, and trying to make sure his spots are good.
Just enough sauce.
Which is weird. Like if I was sitting down there right now, I'm normally very talkative, as you can see.
Yeah.
I'd just be sitting there with my headphones
These players are good. Better than average.
on, doing my own
I
thing.
love fried. I
These
love
players
fried
are
chicken.
good. I have no problem with just trying to play ABC poker right now.
I will happily pay more for moist, crispy, well-seasoned chicken, even if it's like half a chicken tender in a flatbread.
So, to the man that
I do like
loves
it right.
Tommy with the limpy
it's
poop.
hard to get a good meal, man.
Call.
It's hard to get good fried chicken.
It's hard
In
to
this
get a good meal.
Tommy
yeah.
getting.
Raise
Tommy wants to mix it up.
Yeah.
So bad.
Flip.
He said, I got
10-10 queen.
I got
Uh-oh.
king high.
Range advantage over Arthur on 8-9.
Better than the other shit.
Arthur with the inside straight draw.
The best wings in town.
1,000,000% fact.
And he does.
Wow, donks. Just donks bet. I actually like the donk bet because like against a good player like Arthur, he against a good player like Arthur, he kind of recommends the donk bet. Oh my God! Now Arthur's not going anywhere.
No, Tommy's not going anywhere
He's
either.
not going anywhere
When I
either.
order wings, I order from Buffalo Wild Wings. Every
It'd be funny if he goes check on the river
No,
and Tommy
no.
wins.
Tommy picks up that equity, he's gonna bet.
Chicken lips.
Nah, it's leak snap.
It's great, dude. It's good. You don't like it?
Fuck no, dude. Come on.
It's alright.
And I know Arthur wants to raise here, but I just don't know if he can.
But again, it's like,
I mean, if I'm Arthur, it really looks like Tommy's donking into him with the queen.
New York, Chicago.
There you go.
And I think that what Arthur is thinking is he wants to realize his equity to like all non-diamond queens.
Yeah.
What's your seasoning? That you putting on here?
Then evaluate what Tommy does on river. I like, honestly, if I was Arthur, I would flat call here. I don't think a raise is in order because it's a paired board. You could be dead.
I think he is gonna raise to
Wow. I mean, he could be dead here.
Salt, and pepper. That's it.
The thing is, Arthur is thinking he could be dead, but
I don't believe that.
he knows that the donk bet is kind of throwing him off. I wonder if Tommy's gonna. You know, interesting play by Tommy. What if Tommy is shit?
Like minimum paprika.
If Tommy says screw you, you don't have a 10.
Oh, he folded it.
What I will say is, uses Lowry's.
If Tommy says screw you, you do not have a 10. I still have equity with my diamond draw, and just jams it in his face because he's got enough behind to get him to fold this. Unlike last night,
Right.
when he shoved with king high.
Right.
So before you
I
cook
think
the burger,
all in. Love that. Love this play.
I
Love this
told
play.
you.
Love this play.
I told
Love this
you.
play. Love this play. Love this play. Arthur's disgusted.
he will take onion bits. dip
I like
it
that
right
play.
into the burger,
Good play, Tommy.
peppers and all that.
Tommy
And
said,
got
"Screw
that.
you. You don't have a
That was the
10."
first time I ever seen
That's
anybody do
crazy.
that.
Fine chop the herbs. Fine chop your onions. Shallots preferably. Work them right into the.
And my diamond is probably good.
Some things rub off on people.
Yeah, you were the first person I've ever seen you.
Oh, shit.
Good play. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna shove. And I was like, he does.
And when you're making your burgers,
We literally called that
I know.
the
yeah.
whole way through.
70% by weight shot.
Well, I wonder, like,
I said no. Arthur's thinking about raising here.
yeah, I actually did. I didn't like the raise by Arthur. To be honest with you, why not take your equity? You know what I mean? Because you could get blasted off. You know, because
But there's a lot of bad rivers for you.
oh,
a
for
lot of
Arthur.
bad
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Arthur took the aggressive route, and that, like, my style would be I want to realize equity, so I would like to just call because it looks like Tommy has a queen.
Yeah.
Like it looks like he has a queen.
Five folds. I would think if you're going.
And to be honest, if Tommy has a queen, like what is he donking into with, right?
Next fall.
So I'm like, if he has a queen, then I would like to realize some equity. I hit like a really disguised straight or a flush, and I get the money. It goes check check. If I hit the flush, and if I hit my straight, I'm trying to stack them.
Hold on just a second.
I really don't think there's a river there that you could
Chef's table on Netflix is pretty
Alright, 6 checks,
the
7 checks.
sack Tommy had there.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, say like imagine that Tommy had a hand like queen something, or a 10. You could have a naked 10 if Arthur makes a straight. I think Tommy might get stacked there.
1, 2, 5, which is also quite good.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
So I mean,
Here
Arthur.
we go.
Oh,
Here we go with Jackson raising.
wow. Tommy. Oh, Tommy's in trouble. Tommy is in trouble because I think Tommy knows that Jackson's here for action. Jackson, I will hazard, is not folding.
I don't know why Scott is always in there with the pocket pairs on an ace-high board.
I don't know. I mean, once he sees the raise and the call, he's out of there.
Oh, there we
So
go.
much equity.
Tommy picks up some more outs here.
I really think that Tommy's in trouble here. I think Tommy's in trouble here. He overbets the pot. I think this might get Tommy out, maybe?
Yeah.
Tommy is effectively being put all in by action.
The modern American one, Bobby Flay.
But you know what might save him? Is Scott? It's still in the hand. It looks like he's still in the hand. So if Scott's still in the hand, then I think that might save him. If it's heads up with Jackson, I might not fold either.
Well, he just raised you and then he bombs it on the turn.
And you have a caller behind.
Yeah.
So I think that this should be a potential fold.
Yeah, Tommy's never calling it off.
I don't think he's calling it off.
I'm sorry.
Heads up, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Because against a player like Jackson, you don't know what the you don't know what the hell he has.
Well, all the semi-amateurs from
Oh no. Oh, good fold, Tom.
There you
Good
go.
fold.
Fold
Good
there.
fold.
So we say rough, like
Fold your one pair, live another day.
Like if you like, hold on, you done, bro?
Don't do it. Do it to the cut card.
Like, if you pick, you always want to keep it flat.
Yeah,
but people are like,
Chinese place.
you know,
I don't think
yeah,
they would
bend
bend
it,
it,
this.
I mean, what are you expecting there with ace 5, you know? Like, once you hit your ace, you're like, oh, well, gotta continue.